End of it. Talk of the Town on Wolf Country 97.5, brought to you by Ag Georgia Farm Credit. This portion brought to you by the law offices of Lumen C. Earl and the consignment shop downtown Cochran. Want to thank old Sherwin for stopping in. Sherwin and Steve, you know them crazy guys?
I do.
There's some crazy jokers right there, but we love them.
They ain't crazy as us.
By today. Y'all pretty crazy too now.
We wild.
Y'all, yeah. Not only are you wild, your trucks have gone wild. I tell you what, Sean, last July it blew up there at the park.
Yes.
It was amazing. It was amazing. The people that came through there, everybody wanted to play in the mud. People that I see around town that, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but I wouldn't have thought would have been out there, were out there riding in the mud in their ATVs, messing their junk up, having a great time. But that's what it's all about. You guys have Slopoke. I mean, that's your piece. That's your prize to the community. I mean, that's for them. People that love ATVs, want to ride, got nowhere to go. By golly, they do now.
That's right. Tommy, Tim, Ronnie, Zoe, Zandra, everybody with the Slopoke staff has really worked hard making that facility what it is. And it's going to become Georgia's premier off-road facility. It's constantly evolving.
We're well on the way there now.
Absolutely.
Trucks going wild coming up. People are saying, and I'm sure you get hit with this on the streets. You and Tommy both get the, how'd you get this in Eastman? How are all these trucks coming to Eastman?
Trucks Gone Wild is a national group, and they have different facilities that they attend. Of course, Ronnie Bates with his No BS trucks attends different facilities as well, and I think that's kind of how the relationship started. And of course, all the good feedback they've seen, they're excited. I talked to him this morning. Matter of fact, we're going to phone in with the founder of Trucks Gone Wild here in a few minutes, and he's going to fill you in on some further details.
Okay. Now, what can people expect? It's going to be a whole weekend full of fun. When does it start?
Friday night. We'll actually have the tug of war starting off Friday night at 8 p.m.
Tug of war, and that's going to take place over some mud.
No, it's actually going to take place on concrete.
Wow.
We poured a concrete slab just for the tug of war.
You guys are too tough. Mud I could deal with. I don't know if I want to be drugged across concrete.
You're going to see some smoking tractor tires.
That's right. Pull them. Now, how many are you expecting out there for that? You got some people already set to come in, or is that just bring your stuff out? And
it's going to be everybody. It's whoever wants to get out there and pull each other.
And who thinks they're tougher?
Who think they're the toughest.
Yeah. There's going to be some people out there going, I'm the toughest. No,
right.
I'm the toughest. Those are the ones to watch.
That's it. They'll get out and have a ball with that.
All right. Now tell everybody what you do with Slopoke. What part you play in this? Because, we talk to you a lot, and people say, okay, Tommy Holt. Well,
some of everything. I've been out there since the beginning. My father-in-law's Tim Smith. He actually started doing all the trails, and we've been out there with four-wheelers, chainsaws, bulldozer, backhoes, track hose, and this has been ongoing for 2 years now. It's been a lot of work put into it.
I saw a lot of hose out there.
There's a lot. We're constantly doing stuff. It's we hadn't stopped since we started. It's been an ongoing. It's just a lot of time.
A lot of your lifeblood's going into this.
I mean,
this is something that you are just extra passionate about. You guys have put a lot into this.
Very much.
Hoping that the community's going to come out, show support, and keep this thing going.
And from what I've seen, the community is really supportive. We've got a lot of in-town sponsors backing us. We've seen a lot of economic development from that one event.
Wow.
Not counting the other one when we had the small rides. You still see
Right.
You're bringing people from out of town constantly coming into town. But July saw a big one.
And that was just kind of the opening. I mean, because that was a huge weekend. We had thousands and thousands of people out there.
And it rained the entire time.
Yes, it did. Nobody cared. Nobody minded. That just made things extra muddier, extra soupy.
It was nasty.
And we did a broadcast up there in the nice race tower out there. Man, that was super sweet. Great view of everything. I mean, we got to see everything out there. Got to see Sean Peacock from a distance on the stage. Got to see you out there doing your thing. You really could keep an eye on everyone out there. And I'm just amazed that there was that many people pouring in and out of there over the weekend.
Yeah, they were steady in and out and steady tearing up stuff.
Y'all have any sponsors y'all want to thank?
Yes, we do. We got a lot.
We got a whole list. True Tree Service, one of our sponsors here. The Graphics Shop, Telfair Metals, Fish Brothers House Movers, H&S Recycle, DirtRoadArmy.com. Johnson Recycle donated a water truck for us to help keep the dust down if we need it. Team Deep is one of our sponsors. The local McDonald's, Hartley's Tire, B&S Industrial, Wiggins Bonding, Golf Cart World and the Beast Hunting Buggy, Massengale Expert Services. One of our couple of new sponsors we picked up, Roser's Custom Jigs, Shorty's Used Cars, Car Wash, and Shorty's Quick Stops. And our title sponsors is Woody Butt Chevy, and SCS Gearboxes is sponsoring our Hill and Hole race with the $5,000 payout. That's going to be really a big spectator event.
Fantastic.
Paying out from ATVs up through the trucks. Very thankful for our sponsors. These guys are what helps us do our advertising. That's how we are enabled to advertise, and we're currently accepting new sponsors. If you want to come in and sponsor an event, or if you want to sponsor the facility, all you got to do is contact us through the website or Facebook. We got a lot planned for the event. Some of the trucks that are coming in, the Bone Collector, Creeping Jeep, Big Nasty Ford, the Mexican.
Big Nasty Ford.
He was there back in April. Twitty's bringing his truck. Twitty has a facility in South Carolina, another facility kind of like Slopoke. He's bringing his truck. The White Lightning Excursion will be here. Lethal Weapon will be here. Both the No BS Chevys will be here.
Fantastic.
And some more. Those are confirmed. All of those are some big trucks with some big tires.
We're about to go to break, and we're going to come back with the founder for Trucks Gone Wild. We're going to talk with him. One thing we want to make clear before we go into break, Sean, is that there's been some confusion over the Facebook pages up there on which one they need to be looking at. Two were created initially. One's a red turtle, one's a green turtle. Tell our listeners on what they need to be looking for.
When Slopoke first evolved or developed, there was a page created. It's actually a friend page. It's a green turtle, which it's still maintained and operated. The red turtle page is the business page. It's also the place. It's also the page that is updated daily. It's also the place where we run contest information, and it's a direct connection to me and Tommy through the messages. That's the page that you really need to keep an eye on. And one of the main reasons is the green turtle page, because it's a friend page, it caps off at 5,000 people, and they're right at that now. Once you reach 5,000 people, there's no more.
They can only follow at that
right.
point.
So the red turtle is current, and that's the one. And the way to find that is facebook.com/SloPoke Mud, SLOPOKEMUD.
All right, we'll be right back.
We're going back to what, 1980? Not to age myself, but every now and then a monster truck would roll out. There weren't many of them back in the day, but I loved them because they were huge. You know, it was bigger than life. And so I've always liked big trucks, and that really is what happened. You know, I always liked the big tractor tire mud trucks. The bigger, the better. That's what I like.
Well, how'd you get teamed up with these two crazies from Eastman, Georgia?
You know what happened? You know, Ronnie Baker's got, you know, some of the biggest trucks in the country, and I met him 4 years ago, I guess, in Florida at Twin Creek, and then I just keep running into him at more and more events, and then I met the whole crew, and they told me what they wanted to do, and I said, if there's anything I can do to hopefully we're going to see the results of that October 4th, 5th, and 6th.
All right. Now, were you going to be down for the event all 3 days? All 2 days? 3 days.
Yeah, I'll be coming into town. I'll be in town sometime Friday, probably around lunchtime, you know. So I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. Sunday.
All
and
right.
back home.
Mr. Peacock, you got anything you want to ask him? Okay. Mr. Holt. Well, we look forward to seeing you. All right, I think we lost him, guys. He was kind of there on a dwindling connection anyway. He must have AT&T.
Don't you hate that?
There's some people out there going, what did he just say? Well, I'm sorry.
Then we had some bad connection. He said they had some bad weather down there in Florida.
Yeah, they did.
It was kind of breaking in and out.
He's in Florida, you know.
But to sum it up, he said, y'all get ready. It's going to get wild in Eastman, Georgia.
All right. Could you translate that for us?
And to sum it up,
Sean, let me ask you this. Now, when people went out there, saw the place for 4th of July, what's different now? Because there's always some landscape being moved around out there. They're always moving dirt. They're always building lakes. I mean, it's always looking different. What can we expect heading into October?
What's changed since July? The 100-foot concrete slabs there now. The truck ponds are not ponds anymore. They've been drained. Of course, there was a lot of water in July, and you know why, because it rained from March through our event, July 4th. But over the last couple of weeks, the pumps have been running, pumping out all the water out of the holes, getting down to the mud.
Yeah.
That first hole is where the freestyle competition will be held. They're reshaping it. I've been out there just about every day over the last couple of weeks, and it's changing. It's supposed to go up in the air today to get some overhead video and some overhead photos for some of these guys.
How do you do that? You can get up on the crane, or
I'm gonna get up in an airplane.
cool.
Actually, I'm gonna put on my rocket shoes and just get up
That's
there
right.
and kind of
Just
thing.
float above.
But no, that's gonna. Hopefully, we'll have to see how the weather goes later on this evening. But it's continuing to shake. The motor grader's been out there getting everything nice and level, a little smoother.
You know, one of the great things about this is when people went out there 4th of July, they were like, is it all just a bunch of hype? Is it really as cool as they make it sound? And they got out there and they saw it's exactly what it was built up to be. You know, a lot of people always worry about the old bait and switch. And, you know, you really got what you were looking for out there.
Absolutely.
Not only that, we had the rain, we had the weather to make it absolutely perfect. Going into fall, it's going to. I dare to say it's going to be a tad bit better weather-wise because we're going to have some cooler temperatures to contend with.
Well, and the nice thing is, you know, Slopoke is there for the community. People love to ride ATVs. They love to ride golf carts. Some people live in the city. They have 25 square foot yard. You're not going to ride very far on your ATV.
That's right.
You know, you can't ride down the highways. That's what Slopoke is for. It's right here in Eastman. It's bringing people from all over the country. It's bringing a national eye on Eastman, Georgia, and on a positive note.
I met a couple of people at the July Bang that were from Dothan, Alabama, that had come down strictly to be at Slopoke. Where are some of the faraway places you see people coming from for Trucks Gone Wild?
South Florida,
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
May have some from Michigan,
Let's
Ohio,
drive. Michigan.
maybe. It's amazing through Facebook alone the correspondence Tommy and I both have had with people. It's a national event, so they're not just going to be here from Georgia. They're coming from wherever and all over. We'll have a better idea, of course, after the event once we get the information on who's entering what. But they want to come get some of that $5,000 payout. They want to come get some of that $1,000 payout on the freestyle competition, and they want to come have a good time. They know Slopoke's the place.
Now, how to find you on Facebook again?
It's facebook.com/SlopokeMud. That's spelled SLO.
What's the picture?
POKE MUD. The picture's a red turtle.
Red turtle.
Red
folks.
turtle.
Remember that?
That red turtle's because Tommy Holt, when I get him fired up, his face turns
That's
red,
right.
so I just made a red turtle.
Then we have to get out of the way. Any final words, gentlemen?
Tommy?
We'll be glad to have everybody come out there October 4th, 5th, and 6th. I think everybody enjoy it. We didn't have any negatives about the July ride. Everybody with the
That's pretty
trucks,
impressive.
everybody that camped, it was wet. It was real nasty weather. I wasn't expecting people to have as positive attitudes like they had, but everybody really enjoyed it. There wasn't too much negative said about anything.
Sean?
We've got 8 showers now. We've built more showers.
Wow, we need them.
We need them. They got to
I mean,
wash all
really?
that mud off.
A lot of mud.
And we got a lot more trucks coming. This is a big truck event, and they'll bring a big crowd. There'll be a lot for the spectators to watch.
Tommy, thank you for coming by. You're always great. You want to say anything in closing?
One last final word. Again, I want to thank all our sponsors. This particular weekend, I know opening days at the recreation department. Once y'all get through playing football and all that good stuff, load up, bring the kids, bring them on out. The kids love these big trucks. And we appreciate you, Greg, and the station 97.5. We love you guys and appreciate what you do for us.
We're proud to be a part of it. Talk of the Town continues tomorrow morning at 8:30 here on The Wolf.